Alright, Shalom. Call her Lord Allah Yahweh by Shema Shah, which means all praises to Yahweh, which is the true name of the Heavenly Father, who you people in the world can call God, by Hashem in the name of Yahweh Shah, which is the name of the only begotten Son, who you people in the world can call Jesus Christ. Once again, the true names of the Heavenly Father's only begotten Son is Yahweh by Shema Shah. Shalom also to you, Akim, you brothers that's pushing and spreading this word throughout the four corners of the earth, who's also uplifting the names Yahweh by Shema Shah. Shalom to you, Akim, once again. Shalom also to the Israelite foreigners, the speckled bird, man, woman, and child, whose bloodline traces back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all forefathers, though you may look like the heathen nations just scattered amongst which the heathen nations, as you see on this chart, and the nations starting from 2 on down, those are the heathen nations. Also, if your bloodline, your lineage goes back to these people, as you see on this chart through the man, what the hell? On this chart, as you see through the man, and if your spirit bear witness with this word is truthful, you can receive it to the speckled bird, man, woman, the child. This does apply to you who are Israelites, though you do look like the heathen you're scattered amongst due to the scattering of these people in this chart. So you will have Israelites come looking like the other nations, but they're indeed Israelites because they're under the curses of Deuteronomy 28 to 15 verse on down. Their spirit bear witness with this word that they're the sons and daughters of Yahweh Shema Shah. Most importantly, their line, their lineage goes back to these people through the man, no matter what they come looking like. If their father's an Israelite, that makes them an Israelite as well. Alright? Also to you few Akwaf that do listen and learn, believe and have respect towards your husband, Shalom. To the elect of Israel, wherever you may be scattered, Shalom to you. To you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you combine consist to make up the 12 tribes of Israel. You are the Hebrew Israelites, the chosen people, the Most High Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, who the world calls Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shah. Alright? And I just wanted to go in on, alright, if you watched the inauguration, you know this dress that you seen the demoness, aka Lady Gaga, alright, she had on. So I'm gonna just play a part of this clip. I got another clip, and then I actually got something to show you, but we're gonna play it. Cut it up.
It's no surprise that as she descended the steps of the Capitol, preparing to sing the national anthem for President Joe Biden's inauguration, her gown was replete with style and symbolism. The red, black, and gold ensemble from Schiaparelli Haute Couture, custom designed by Daniel Roseberry, was a study in contrast and sophistication, the designer revealed in a statement. As an American living in Paris, this ensemble is a love letter to the country I miss so dearly and to a performer whose artistry I have so long admired. The flawless tailoring of the long-sleeved bodice was nearly militaristic and contrasted sharply with the sumptuous femininity of the blazingly red ball gown skirt. Fashion consultant Lauren Rothman told the BBC, she brought the inaugural ball to the stage in a year where you're not going to get all of the dress-up, the ball gowns that we have come to look at and adore and criticize. The centerpiece of Gaga's inauguration-stopping performance was the enormous gold brooch of a bird in flight. As reported by Cosmopolitan, many were quick to point out the strong Hunger Games vibes of the ensemble as a whole, and the oversized brooch in particular, which strongly resembled the franchise's main symbol, the Mockingjay. Within the dystopian series, the Mockingjay is a symbol of resistance to a fascist regime, especially as worn over the heart by the story's protagonist, Katniss Everdeen.
Fire is catching. And if we burn, you burn with us.
One user took to Twitter to write, "Huge Hunger Games energy from Lady Gaga." Another user chimed in with, "Lady Gaga serving some Hunger Games symbolism is exactly what I needed today." But despite their visual similarities, Gaga's dress had nothing to do with the Hunger Games.
Exactly, it did. Okay? And this is how, the elites, they send a message, so to say. This is how they let you know, all right, what they got coming for you people, especially you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, man. All right, this is what they do. Just like when something pops off, some sort of crisis or event pop off, some unseen event. What do people say? Oh, that was in the episode of The Simpsons. That's because the elites put that in there. The elites, that's their way of prophesying to you people, letting you people know, all right, what they got in store for you, man. On the left hand side, you know. But you know, of course, you know, if you know about the Hunger Games, you see what happened. She explained in the clip. You know, it was basically, you know, a movie or a series of movies. You had basically the people, you know, was poor, you know, and you had the ultra rich, was the people that was on top. The ultra rich, they represent the elites today. All right. In order for the people that was extremely poor, that was impoverished, that literally had nothing, all right, to basically, you know, eat, all right, to live a lavish lifestyle, they had to what? They had to join in the Hunger Games. Basically, they had to kill each other. And the last person standing, all right, that won, all right, that survived, all right, they got to live basically the life of, you know, those elites in that society. And it's the same thing now, man. They don't make these movies for no reason. And you got the people saying, oh, the Hunger Game vibe, all right? But they don't never question, you know, wait a minute, what is this about? All right, because it's different hand gestures, it's different dresses, it's different, you know, symbols they use, even music or different colors they use to, you know, put a vibration out there, you know? It's a spiritual thing behind all things. And there's another thing, bear with me, I got to show you. It's everywhere, all right? The world. The world 2021. I had seen a brother, he had showed this. But check this out. All right, so this is the Economist, Salakia, magazine. It says the world in 2021. And if you zoom in, what do you see? A slot machine, right? All right. And if you look, what you see right there, you see the needle, which that represents the Maxine, okay? And that's what they talking about on the news right now, the Maxine. You know, they talking about pushing out, I believe they said, 100 million of them out. And if you look down, you got the mask, the person with the mask on. Then you go on the next one, what do you see? A nuke, all right? And we did a video on that because America will be nuked. America will also shoot missiles at the other nations, man. All right, this is what the world calls a nuclear holocaust is coming. But if you look down, who do you see? You see Joe Biden. All right, what looks to be Joe Biden. All right, and then you look right there. What does it see? You see the American flag, and it's split in half, showing you what? The division. All right, and then eventually, if you go on this side, all right, you got the dollar sign. All right, and what do you know about the dollar? The dollar is being devalued. It's collapsing. It's not worth. It's becoming worthless. That represents the economy. Then you got the what looks like the TikTok emblem down there. Then you got China. All right, and we just did a lesson yesterday on that. China and Russia, they setting their troops, all right, in different positions so they could possibly invade this place. Then you got a tree on fire, and actually that's the stock market thing right there, and it's showing it going up. All right, basically representing the economy. All right, so at least it's letting you know, all right, what's getting ready to happen. Like I said, this is their way of prophesying to you people. Okay, so you got Joe Biden. You have all these things right here to let you know what they getting ready to do, where they getting ready to take this thing. And Joe Biden got on the news and said that things are going to get worse before they're going to get better. And we know, according to prophecy, according to the scriptures, things aren't going to get better. Things are going to get worse all the way up to the destruction. Like you said, that nuke right there, up into that. All right. Let me get a scripture real quick. All right, because you got the people saying, oh, they're not the Hunger Games vibration. Well, let me just get it. Let me see. I'll probably start. Let me see. Check this. Matthew 16. If not, I go to that. Okay. This is Matthew 16. I'll start 2. It says, he answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye shall say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. All right, these people, all right, could tell you, you know, is it going to be hot? Is it going to be cold? You know, it's going to be windy. Is it going to snow? All right, what the weather going to be like? They could tell you off the bat. All right, or they're going on their phone, and they could just tell you off their phone, right? But it says, oh, ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but ye cannot discern the signs of the times. and a wicked and adulterous generation, which this is that wicked and adulterous generation. Seeketh after a sign, there shall no sign be given unto it but the sign of the prophet Jonas, and he left them and departed, man. This is to our people, man. All right? Our people don't know what time it is. Okay? They see, Sleepy Joe in office, and they think everything's all good. All right? This man is going to be used by the elites, okay, to push this agenda, man. He's going to go full-fledged with it, man. Okay? Like I said, your boy DJ Trump, he was real laid back, He wasn't all that hard on, cracking down on the people, man. He was like, your chill man. All right? But Joe Biden is something different. And people don't get that, man. All right? Jake, you don't know what time you in, but this is 2 Corinthians. Let's see. I start up. This 1 Corinthians 2. I start at 5. Points on in the verse on down. It says, 1 Corinthians 2 and 5 says that your faith should not stand in wisdom of men, but in power of Yahweh. Howbeit we speak wisdom among them that are perfect, yet not the wisdom of this world, because the wisdom of this world is foolishness. All right, the chapter before this goes into that. Nor of the princes of this world that come to naught, the elites, because they coming to naught now. But we speak the wisdom of Yahweh in the mystery, even the hidden wisdom which Yahweh ordained before the world unto our glory, which none of the princes of this world knew. For they had known it, they would not have crucified the Lord Yahweh Shemashah of glory. Okay? Or Yahweh Shah of glory, man. Okay? But as it is written, I have not seen nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which Yahweh prepared for them that love him, man. Because why? Surely the Lord, the book of Amos, the 3rd chapter, surely the Lord doeth nothing but revealeth his secret for unto a servant, the prophets, man. We got the inside scoop of what, particular things mean. These different symbols and these different, hidden messages that the elites, even Yahweh, the Heavenly Father Yahweh put out there. All right, it's clear for us to see. He's going to go into it, but says, but Yahweh have revealed them unto us by his spirit, for the spirit searcheth all things. Yeah, the deep things of Yahweh, man. Because an average person can't decode why she had what she had on. They just think that's a regular outfit. For what man knoweth the things of a man, save the spirit of man which is in him. Even so, the things of Yahweh knoweth no man, but the spirit of Yahweh. Now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the spirit which is of Yahweh, that we may know the things that are freely given to us of Yahweh. Which things also we speak not in the words which man's wisdom teacheth, but which the Holy Spirit teacheth, comparing spiritual things with spiritual. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the spirit of Yahweh. Those people that was on there, they didn't really get, all right. They got a clue. They seen it was like, wait a minute, that looked like the Hunger Games bird, but they didn't really, see the deeper meaning of it. But it says the things of the spirit of Yahweh, for they are foolishness unto him, neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned, man. And that's what happened to 2/3, all right, of our people. They're spiritually discerned, man. All right, they lack spirituality. They're carnal minded, just like Esau is, man. So these spiritual things that the Lord's putting out, because everything is spiritual, some way of, some, what's that word? Slip my mind. Everything's spiritual, man. I just put it like that, okay? Whether it's in wickedness, whether it's in righteousness, okay? But you see the agenda. That was the whole agenda of elites, man. All right? This is the word for discern is anakrino, and it says examine or judge, to investigate is examine, inquire. All right? To interrogate, examine the accused or witness. But we get the point, man. To examine, the judge, to search, discern. And 2/3 don't got that. 2/3 will look at that and they won't see anything about it. They'll just go on about their day. I was watching that inauguration. I wanted to see, if something was going to pop off, which nothing happened. But I was looking at that too, and I see what she had on. Said something is weird about that. But it says, but he that is spiritual judge of all things, yet he himself is judge of no man. Who have known the mind of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah, that he may instruct them. But we have the mind of Yahweh Shah Hamashiach. All right? And this is why we can see what the elites want to do. All right? It's clear what they want to do. Okay? So let me play One more clip. All right.
Craving comfort food? Try Wawa's warm and savory barbecue brisket, made from the finest cuts of beef,
Because remember, we said, the Hunger Games, they had to fight in order to eat. All right, so check this out. You see how all this links together.
Hey guys, welcome to the Silver Report Uncut. So I wanted to talk about what's going on with Bill. I don't know if you guys saw this, but he's actually now the largest owner of U.S. farmland. Now, if you recall, we brought up and exposed some of this discussion they've been having in these back rooms about their plans for the global economy. And the interesting thing about that is that they had planned that no one would own any private property by 2030. Now, along this way, what happens when they usually convert economies to this type of system is that they force tribute from the farmers. They take their farms for the collective, and they are then forced to work on their own property and give over their food and crops to the government.
You hear that?
And, normally they don't have any way to stop this or do...
Let me get a description on that. All right, what does it say? Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decree. Let's start off with that. All right, this is Isaiah 10:1. It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that right grievances which they have prescribed, man. All right, and this is what they do. Okay, the elites is making it to where people like Bill Gates of hell, Elon Musk and all these other big mega corporate figures, which is all about the elites at the end of the day. All right, they get the better end of the stick. So we're gonna go back and here, so play it.
Or do anything about it. And so some of the things, some solutions, of course, would be that farmers just simply don't send their food outside of the areas, to good people they know, and sell local. And, they want to avoid that problem. They want to avoid that problem. And we're also going to have a lot of people without any jobs. A lot of people very hungry that don't have anything. And it looks like Bill is setting up to be kind of like a landlord, literally, in the old feudal system, because no one will own anything except for probably them. That's why they want to establish this system.
Yep.
And it looks like he will become, I guess, a king of the world is his goal here. Now, he has been aggressively purchasing farmland over this past year, and it's been years that he's been amassing farmland, and, it's been quite a lot. What's interesting is, of course, he's not a farmer, but he understands what's coming. He understands that there are going to be difficult times. He understands that people might be unwilling to continue to give money over to people who are oppressing them. So he's trying to establish at this point, sooner or later, he's planning they will be so broke, they won't have a choice. They will need to work or they will need to eat, and they will all work as my, labor.
Exactly. And that's why your girl had this, your Gaga had that suit on, man. It's them sending a message, man. All right. Once again, the Hunger Games. That's what it was. You had the ultra rich. You had the ultra poor. You didn't have a middle class. All right. Now you have a middle class, but now what are they doing? They shut the mom and pop shops down because most of the middle class is Jake. You even got other heathens that's in the middle class. All right. That's wiped out. Okay. So now they just making it too, like I said, the ultra rich and ultra poor, man. All right. And you gotta ask yourself, what does Bill Gates, he's in technology, what does he have to do with farmland? He doesn't know nothing about farming. I could bet you that. And he was even, all right, a real mega pusher when it came to the vaccine. All right. And he has no education on, medical history or nothing. All right. Why? Because it's an agenda, But because the natural man, like I said, the natural man can receive that which is spiritual, man. People don't see what's going on. Now you have particular people, they could point out what this is leading to and what they're trying to do, but they still don't have the 100% on what's the end game to all this. You see, we have that, but this is what they want. All right, and with those with the closures of the stores, all right, these farmers, they ship their crops and all the things that they picked up and grew to these particular stores, But since the stores is closed down, where are they going to send it to? They can't send it anywhere. So what do they have to do? That's a loss. That's a loss in revenue. That's a waste of time and a loss of revenue. All right. So now they what? They go bankrupt. So what is these different, billionaires, if not trillionaires, doing? They're buying up. All right. These farmers and whoever else, whether it's housing, they in housing, property. It don't matter. They buying it all up. All right. What are they doing? They're setting themselves up. Okay. To be what? Like the Most High, like it says in scriptures. I will be like the Most High, like he said in the video. But it's a scripture, Proverbs 10:15, right? That's what they want. All right. They want the servants, and they want the ultra rich, and they want the peasants, man. You people, the peasants. All right. That whole middle class, that was just the illusion to have you believe, all right, you weren't poor. All right, that you were on somewhat of a level as they were. All right, delusion. But this is just get to the point. Says the rich man, this Proverbs 10:15 says, the rich man's wealth is his strong city. The destruction of the poor is their poverty. And this was about to happen. A lot of people, their livelihoods is destroyed. You see? People might not act like it's destroyed, but it's destroyed, man. People about to have their cars repossessed, their houses stripped from them. All right? Most likely you're going to lose your kids. You can't take care of them. You're going to lose everything. And this is what they want. Destruction to the poor, man. All right? And Jakes, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, you are already at the bottom as is. Now, all right, you Joe Six-Pack, Edomites, you and a bunch, and you other heathens that's over here in America. And this is a worldwide thing. All right? So all y'all in the bunch now. You see? It's about to get bad for you people. Because what they want, we're going to go to Revelation 13. And really, this is just the Most High, Yahweh Shema Shah, using the elites to do this. Because really Yahweh Shema Shah, Salakia, all right, he's preparing his new world order. Because the elites think they're going to set up a new order. And it's really the new world order, Yahweh Shah, man. All right, but he's going to use them to destroy themselves. All right, and he's going to move them out the way. That's what's being prepared. But anyway, let's get this. This is Revelations. You know what? Actually, we're going to go in the Apocrypha. Let's get Sirach 13 first, and I'll probably get that. All right. I think it's Sirach 13. All right. This is Sirach 13:1. It says, and he that toucheth pitch shall be defiled therewith. And he that hath fellowship with the proud man shall be like unto him. And that's you people. You people had the same mindset as elites, man. All right. Satanic is all hell. But it says, burn not thyself above thy power while thou livest, and have no fellowship with one that is mightier and richer than thyself. For how agree the kettle and the earth and pot together? For if the one be smitten against the other, it shall be broken. And you see, people like Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, Tyler Perry, all these so-called, celebrities that's so-called rich of our people, even these so-called black and brown politicians. All right, this is what they did. They've made a covenant with the heathen, chiefly Esau, Edom. All right, but when the money goes to shit, when the money's not worth anything, as we're in the process of now, inflation is rising. All right, hyperinflation, whatever you want to call it, is rising. All right, when that money is no longer good, what's going to happen? All that status, all that wealth that they so-called had is going to go with it, and they're going to be what? They're going to be in the same predicament as the rest of the 9-to-5 people, as you want to call them. So they're really middle class as well. These celebrities are really middle class. There's a lot of them that came out and said that they live paycheck to paycheck. Just because they make millions don't mean nothing. The stuff that they buy, all right, it costs money to keep up with, particular things that they buy, all right, and insurance and all that, man. All right. Look at Mike Tyson. But it says the rich man have done wrong, which this is what he's doing. What he's doing is wrong. Yet he threatened it with Hall. All right, because all these wealthy people that's fleeing these major cities, all right, who's gonna have to pick up the tab for those rich people? Because that's who get taxed the most. The more you have, more money you have, the more they're gonna tax you. So the rich people lead those states. So who's the burden gonna be laid upon? It's gonna be laid upon the poor. All right, you're responsible for them. Okay, them leaving basically. You see, and they don't care. It says the poor is wrong. He must entreat also. If thou, right, for example, you know, your job was shut down, right? You couldn't work because of the pandemic. All right, your place is not essential. But they're still requiring you to what? You still have to pay rent. How am I gonna pay rent if you shut my job down? You see? Only thing that left between these people is that moratorium. Once that ends, then you gonna have to come up with the dough. You know? That's what it's gonna come down to. You see? Alright, it says if thou be for his profit, he will use thee, but if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee. If thou have anything, he will live with thee. Yeah, he will make thee bear and will not be sorry for it, man. Okay? And that's what the elites, all right, is doing, man. All right, for one, you people, all right, here it is. That's basically them saying, like, thank you for all your labor. Thank you for all the 60, 80 hours you put in, plus overtime. Which that is overtime, but plus some. All right. Now we're going to take all the money that you labored 60, 80, plus hours for, all the taxes we done sucked out your check. Now we're going to take that money that you earned us for doing nothing while you've done everything. And we're going, all right, close your workplace down, Then that workplace going to go out of business. You ain't going to have no job. You're going to lose everything. We're going to buy everything that you lose, and we're going to sell it back to you. Okay? This is what they're doing. All right? The elites is done with America, man. This is why China's on the rise, which they not going to be, like I said, they not going to be in power either. But they on the rise because the elites is funding them. You see? They done with America, man. America's done. America had its day, of dominance. It had its day of being supreme on earth, a superpower. The riches, the pleasure, the pleasure, the carelessness, that's over with. It's over, man. And Yahweh Shema Shai is done with this place. You see? It says, if he have need of thee, he will deceive thee and smile upon thee and put thee in hope. He will speak thee fair and say, what wantest thou? And what you people want? You people want stimulus checks. Well, why they give you stimulus checks? They destroying the dollar, man. They destroying, all right, the petrodollar, man, the value of it, which it has no value anyway, because it's fiat. It's not backed by anything, but it's killing your value of the dollar. All right. And your jobs is while your head is focused on catching the money that they fetching you, these handouts, all right, your job disappearing. And he will shame thee by his meats until he have drawn thee dry twice or thrice, and at the last he will laugh thee to scorn. Afterward, when he seeth thee, he will forsake thee and shake his head at thee. And that's what they doing, man. Like this Bill Gates hell, you see him on this picture right here, man. You only see his head, but he's smiling, man. All right. This is what they doing, This is and you so-called. Let me get one more. Let's get Genesis 47, the 47th chapter, right? We're just gonna get straight to the point. Let's get straight to the point, because there was a famine in the land at this time. This is Genesis 47 and 12, and it says, and Joseph nourished his father and his brother and all his father's household with bread according to their families. And it says, and their bread in all the land, Salaki, it says, and there was no bread in all the land, for the famine was very sore, that the land of Egypt, which this is modern Egypt, and the same things happening. You have famines, all right? You got famines happen within different categories, man. All this food, potential food that you want, is a shortage on them, man. All right, I've been going to the store lately, and I've been trying to get me, the shredded cheese, and they haven't had that stocked up in what the past 2-3 weeks. All right, because it's a shortage, man. It's a famine. But it says so that the land of Egypt and all the land of Canaan fainted by reason of the famine. And Joseph gathered up all the money that was found in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan for the corn which they bought. And Joseph brought the money into Pharaoh's house. And when the money failed, just like it's failing now, it's failing. All right, it's finished. Nobody wants to use the petrodollar anymore. You know, the only people that's still, really the only thing that's keeping it up, okay, is you people believing it as real money. Once, like I said, once it's evident that the dollar has failed, all right, that's going to further collapse this economy, man. You know, and you people going to be through. All you people that like to brag about how this, I make 6 figures, all right, when the money fail, what you going to make then? Nothing, man. All right, you're going to be reduced to a peasant. That's what they want. They want you reduced to a peasant. But anyway, and when the money failed in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan, all the Egyptians came on to Joseph, said, give us bread, food, for why should we die in thy presence, for the money faileth. And that's kind of the position that millions of people are in. You people are begging for stimulus checks, you see? But then it's going to go from even food. All right, the food banks, these food banks that's running, that has millions, if not thousands of people showing up, and more and more and more people just keep showing up, and it's their first time ever showing up at a food bank. All right, that's what's happening now, man. All right, they are running to these food banks, but these food banks is running low, you know. And Joseph said, give your cattle and I will give you for your cattle if money fail. Because what was real wealth? Land, livestock, gold, silver, slaves, multiple wives. That's real wealth. Okay, fiat currency is not real money, you know. And they brought their cattle onto Joseph, and Joseph gave them bread in exchange for horses, and for the flocks, and for the cattle of the herds, and for the asses, and he fed them with bread for all their cattle for that year. When that year was ended, they came on to him the second year and said unto him, we will not hide it from my Lord how that our money is spent. My Lord also hath our herds of cattle. There is not aught left in the sight of my Lord, but our bodies and our lands. Wherefore shall we die before thine eyes, both we and our land, buy us and our land. So they said, purchase us, basically as slaves, servants, and our land for bread, for food, and we and our land will be servants unto Pharaoh, and give us seed that we may live and not die, that the land be not desolate. All right, and the only way out, all right, for you, you Jakes, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, all right, is Yahweh by Shema Shah, man. All right, not Esau. No other way is gonna save you, man. That what does it say? What does it say? I believe in the book of John, and he that enter in some other ways, a thief and a robber. And what did it say in Sirach? Zechariah, not Sirach, but Zechariah, the 5th chapter, man. All right, about that flying roll, which is the so-called UFO, the chariot Yahweh Shema Shah. You know how he said the curse shall enter into the house of the thief, because who's the thief? Esau, Edom is the thief. You going to the thief, all right, for help, for more assistance. He stole everything. All right, he's gonna be judged on that. The chariot is gonna judge him, man. You know. So how much more you people that's falling after the thief, man? All right, but this is the state that they want you people in, man. This is what's coming to pass right now. So that's him.
And so he's preparing for this. He's setting up for the new system. And if you see the sheer volume of the farmland that he's purchased, it is simply massive, and it's all across the country.
Yep.
Now, he has a net worth of $121 billion.
Jeez.
So I wanted to go over some of the details of his recent purchases. Now, it says that he is now the largest owner of farmland in America, and according to a new report from Forbes, it said, quote, after years of reports that he has been purchasing agricultural land in places like Florida and Washington, the land report revealed that Bill, who has a net worth of $121 billion, he's built a massive farmland portfolio spanning 18 states. His largest...
With your money. All right? With your money. And, what was I about to say? Damn, slipped my mind. You know? Damn, slip my mind. Let me keep playing.
Holdings, they're in Louisiana, where he owns 69,070.
That's what I wanted to say. You control the money. All right. If you can control the money, you can control the people. If you can control the food, all right, which people use, go and get money to buy food and clothing, housing. All right, you control the people. All right, and this is how they finna get. All right, allow you people to submit and bow down to this new world order, man. All right, and like I said, you tribes out there, you Israelites, you got a way out of this. See, the heathen, they ain't got a way out of this. They gotta take it how it is. All right, you still got a way out of it, but because 2/3 of our people, they stiff neck and they don't believe, they lack faith. All right, what's gonna happen? They're gonna die in their unfaithfulness. But this is the solution that Esau got for you people, man. All right, this is his solution. We're gonna play a little bit more. Then I'm gonna get Revelation to 13.
1 acres. In Arkansas, he now owns 47,927 acres. In Nebraska, he owns 20,588 acres. And he also has a stake in 25,750 acres of transitional land on the west side of Phoenix, Arizona, which is being developed as a new suburb, unquote. So altogether, he now owns 242,000 acres of farmland across the U.S. You know what else is interesting is that he has said that he had been spending months fully stocking his basement in preparation to have a shortage of food, and he's also been talking about the coming food shortages that we will be experiencing, pretty soon.
We're already experiencing the food shortages. What's coming soon is a damn famine, a complete famine, no food at all. All right. So not only they preparing, like that James the 5th chapter tells you that how the rich heap up treasures for themselves for the last days. That's what they doing right now. All right. But at the same time, as they heaping up treasures, they prepping themselves. They're gonna try to take advantage, okay, as you know, of you people by buying up everything. And in order for you to basically live, you gotta go to them. They control you. All right. I will be like the Most High once again. That's what they want to be. They want to exile Yahweh Shema Shai and put themselves in the stead, as I always say. But let me get one more scripture. All right. That's in Lamentations. This is the solution they got for you people. You Jakes, did you really? Here it is, this man then treads you down like the modern streets. He then oppress you physically, mentally, spiritually. Lied about everything about you. You finna run this man, as a plan B, okay, to get out of what's about to come and what's already starting to happen. This is Lamentations 4:9. It says, they that be slain with the sword, which is today the modern gun, the actual sword, whatever weapon, all right, these people could use to kill the flesh, man. All right. And that's how Esau, he gets off, all right, all fear, man. But what does the scripture say about us, man? Yahweh Shema Shai not giving us a spirit of fear, but of power and peace, man, and mind, man. If I didn't butcher it. You see? Esau, he got a one-up if you still believe in, you only live once. He has a one-up if you still believe, all right, the grocery stores and the, McDonald's and Giant, all these just different ways you get food in society. That's the end all be all, man. All right. Like I said, Yahweh Shema Shai is the only way out, but it's Lamentations 4:9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away stricken through for want of the fruits of the field, man. All right. You see them commercials, all of us have, but you see them commercials in Africa where you got them kids, they ain't ate in weeks, it's not months. And you look at them, they pining away, man. All right. They dying a slow death because, see, you could get shot in the head. You could get hit by a car, A train could run over you, but that's a quick death. All right. Imagine not eating, which these people, especially America, these people can't even go one day without eating, man. They can't go 24 hours without eating. I had somebody in my job told me that shit, Salakia told me that I asked him, how long can you go without eating? I said, can you go a day without eating? He said, nah. He said, if I go a day without eating, I'ma die. That's literally what he said. And you see, that's what Esau has put and implanted in you people's mind, man. All right? That you have to always eat. Eat. Everything in this society is overindulgent, And that's going to be a lot of people's downfall. And this is spiritual because I'm talking about, a famine. And there's a lot of crows that's surrounding, this where I'm at. I'm at the job, but they surrounding, this tree right here. And that's spiritual, man. Because a lot of you people that's finna die in this judgment that Yahweh, this full sword judgment that Yahweh Shemashah is about to send upon you. All right, it says the fowls of the air are gonna be they're gonna be feeding on your flesh, man, your dead flesh. But anyway, enough with the ranting. The word for pine is zav, and it says to die, pine away, and it says ruining issue. It's not too much here. It says to have a sexual flux, which that's gonna happen. Raping is gonna happen. To waste away, that's it. All right, to waste away, man. When you don't eat, all right, your body what? It feeds on itself. And like I said, go back to the commercials, okay? And them commercials they show you in Africa, man. Them kids in Africa, man. All right, they look like walking skeletons. All right, they look smaller than, I'm not joking, but they look smaller than the number 2 pencil, man. They're not even as big as the number 2 pencil. So imagine that in America, man. And people in America, you've been so used to going to, the Kmart, not Kmart, but you've been used to going to, McDonald's, the grocery store, you could have, your food delivered to your door. Imagine when that's taken away. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to put the squeeze on you people because, see, right now, dealing with this vaccine, it's hard to get people to take the vaccine because the cat's out the bag. Everybody knows that is you take that vaccine, you're going to either drop dead or, you're going to have some symptoms, man. And I'm not talking about little symptoms. I'm talking about symptoms. All right? So this is what they're going to do. All right? They're going to just basically strip you of everything. Just like I said, just like the Hunger Games. All right? The reason why people would join the Hunger Games knowing they were facing death because in order to get that way of living, that comfortable way of living back, they had to fight to the death. And this is what the elite is planning to do with you, which really is Yahweh Shema Shah. But the elite is doing this, man. All right? This is what they got in store for you people, man. Ain't gonna be no recovery. All right? Ain't no, I'm gonna do this and when the pandemic hit, no. This is the 10th verse, because this was also going to take place. The hands of the pitiful women, you women, has signed their own children, which means to what? Boil or cook. Let's just get it. Esau ain't changed it, Which the word here is, bashor, says to boil, cook, bake. All right? So that's how it is going to get. You have women take their own children and bake them and kill them. Kill them and then bake them. All right? They going to be your food, okay, when ain't no food out here. That's how bad it's going to get. See, you can read it, but you can't really fathom, how this thing is literally going to look. All right? You see movies like The Road or even the Book of Eli, But that's what's going to happen, man. And the elites, that's how bad, they wanted to get. They wanted to get to the point where you people are going to be willing, all right, to bow to this new order. You're going to be willing to take what I'm about to read. This is Revelation 13 and 16. And he, who was the he? Esau, the elites, cause of all, both small and great, rich and poor. So what does it say? And middle class. It doesn't say the middle class. It says the rich and the poor, man. Ain't gonna be no more middle class. That's over with. Free and bond, meaning if you out in the public or if you locked up, to receive a mark, which is charagma, a mark that's etched upon the skin, implantable mark. It's gonna go in you, man. All right, just look up the microchip implant. All right, or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right, so without the chip, okay, without the microchip, the RFID chip, you will not be able to buy or sell. This is why you see them setting up in certain stores, Walmart. They're everywhere. I'm not just gonna say what, it's everywhere. All right, you see what? Self checkout. All right, they're getting you used to not using, currency. Everybody uses credit cards. I use credit card. You know, I use currency sometimes, but most of the time I use the credit card. But there's a reason why they're doing that. They're getting your mind, so used to not using money because it's failing anyway. That's what they know. All right. So when they usher this chip out, they're gonna try to push it, as something as the next thing to get. Just like an iPhone. All right. But then they're gonna try to make it look good, man. But then it's just gonna be mandatory. It will be mandatory. Just like the vaccine, they're gonna try to make that mandatory. I'm gonna probably do a Lord willing, I do a video on it, but what's going on in Seattle with the vaccines. But keep reading. The 18th verse says, "Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast. For it is the number of a man, his number is 600 All right, and it's Esau Edom, man. All right. Why you think they ain't so fascinated, so in love with using 666, man? All right. Look, what do they tell you? 6 feet apart. You see, they put a logo on the door, and it's like you got the people, the social distancing logo, and you got the one person on the top, then you got a 6 on the side, then you got the arrow going down to the next person, you got a 6 by him, then you got an arrow going up to the other person, and you got a 6 by him, and what? 666. So they telling you what this is about, man. It's in your face. It's all types of symbolism. It's all types of, hidden things to show you what they coming with, man. All right, but like I said, the natural man receiveth that which is not spiritual. And who's the natural man? Damn near all these people. But we talking about our people, 2/3, man. They don't see it, man. You see? They really believe that this is just a pandemic, and eventually it's going to go away. We're gonna get this. They're gonna get this vaccine out to people, and it's gonna go away. Everything gonna go right back to normal. They don't see what's really going on here. They don't understand that this is the end of this. This is the end of America. It's the end of Esau either, man. All right, that's what it is. But this is the solution he's finna come with, man. All right. You Jakes out there. You take that chip. That's the end of you. The Lord gonna smoke you. All right, we're gonna get it. This is Revelation 17. Is this the right chapter? Actually, it's 14. I think it's 14. 14, 8, or 9. This is Revelations 14. Let's get to the point. In 9 it says, "And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image, you worship this system, and receive his mark, which is the RFID chip in his forehead or in his hand or anywhere else." Because you'll have people that try to say, well, I didn't get it in my forehead or my hand. I got it somewhere else, so I'm not going to get destroyed. No, you're going to get destroyed for taking the chip, period. Because that's in the law that you should not make any cuttings upon the flesh or marks upon the skin. That's going off right there. "The same shall drink of the wine and wrath of Yahweh, which is poured without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb." All right? "And the smoke of their torment as ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever received the mark of his name." So you're going to face judgment, man. All right? The Lord going to kill you in the missiles, man. Okay? Because you might, let's say, Jake, I got the chip, ain't nothing happened to me yet. Okay, the Lord saved me for a missile. And if you make it to the missiles, man, because the missiles is going to be the last thing coming. All right? You got to worry about the famine. You got to worry about the race wars, the martial law. You got to worry about all the other plagues that's going to come upon this place that's starting to play out. All right? So you're going to get judgment regardless, man. But the Lord going to really save you from the missiles. But the 12th verse, "Here is the patience of the saints, the Israelites, that are of the elect," because that's who matter on this side. It's the elect, the 1/3, man. Which also have the women that believe and have the children that believe, man. But it says, "Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of Yahweh and the faith of Yahweh Shah, or Mashiach." Because what is the commandment of Yahweh by Shema Shah, man? All right? that we really don't take that chip, man. All right, that we don't bow down to images of Baal, man. All right, 2/3 they're not gonna take heed of that. They're gonna do what they could do to fulfill their lust, to keep them going. It's not about Yahweh Shema Shah with them. So they gonna get their judgment, man, one way or another. But the Lord, He got us, man. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. Bear with me. Hold on. Let me try. Alright, I'll get it on this. What did the Lord say in Isaiah 65:12, man? For my servant shall eat, man. Alright. This is Psalms 31 and 37:1. It says a Psalm of David, fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the works of iniquity. Alright, because it might look like, Jake in the world, these people in the world, they prospering. Alright, but the Lord got them in the trick bag, man. Alright, the Lord got them deceived, man. They think this gonna continue on forever and ever, and it's not. Alright? They about to go down, man. If they haven't already. It says, for they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb. Trust in the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah, and do good, so shall thou dwell in the land. Verily thou shalt be fed, man. Alright, the Lord said, don't worry about how you gonna eat or how you gonna be clothed, man. You see? Cause these people, they finished, man. Alright, Jake, all these Jakes that you see that trust in Biden, because Biden, he doing all these executive orders and he giving them all sorts of goodies and, stopping the ICE and all that, man. They gonna be through, man. What did King David say? Okay, and what was it? The book of 2 Samuel, man. For I would rather fall in the hands of the Lord than to rather fall in the hands of man. See, 2/3 of our people, they're gonna fall in the hands of man, and they about to find out. All right, what happens when you fall in the hands of man, to fall in the hands of enemies? Because it's worse enough, that we got to go to, as the curses say, we got to go to our enemies for one of all things. Could you imagine having to go to your enemies for one of all things? All right, you see what happens. Esau is putting all types of abominations in your food, and you eating it. You don't know what's in your food, man. You know what's that like? When you got to go to your enemy, he put all types of stuff in your food. You don't even know what's in there, but you got no choice to go to him. All right? Jake don't understand it, you behind enemy lines, man. You are behind enemy lines, man. You going to run right to the oppressor, all right? And you going to get crushed. You going to get smashed, man. Yahweh Shema Shah is going to allow it to happen because you trusting in Egypt, man. That's going to be your confusion. And that's going to be your shame, man. All right? But the Lord, his servants, the believers in Yahweh Shema Shah, what does it say right there? It say we're going to be fed, man. All right? So don't worry. Don't be like these people and worry about where they're going to go. These people hopeless, man. They through. All right? Delight thyself also. They got to depend, which I'm not saying is bad. If you get a stimulus check, it's all good. Just use it to your benefit. But these people that put all their heart in that check and in this system, they going to be through, man. They finished. Delight thyself also in the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah. He shall give thee the desires of thine heart. Commit thy way unto the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. All right? He's going to take care of you. We don't know how he's going to do it, but he's going to do it. Yahweh, according to Numbers 23 and 19, Yahweh, by Shema Shah, is not a man that he shall lie, man. But it shall surely come to pass. You see? And he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light. Because what does it say? Riches profit not in the day of wrath. You see, these people, they're going to take that chip to prolong, like I said, to prolong their life, and they want to get that money again. Not knowing that all the money that they make is going to be on that chip. So the least could easily just cut that chip off. You won't be making nothing. All right? You piss them off or you do something against what they say, it could easily cut that chip off. See, these people going to find out that taking that chip was a bad idea after all, man. They're going to find they're going to be way more oppressed than they already were. You see? But we're going to be free. Because we trust in Yahweh Shema Shah, man. All right? This man's going down. You know what? At the end of the day, if you take the chip, what is it going to go? Where you going to go back to? All right? The jobs is gone. What you going to go work at? Have all these people, all millions of people work at Walmart, Costco's, these few corporations, it's done, And thy judgment as the noonday. Rest in the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai and wait patiently. That's another thing, like I said earlier, man. All right? America does not teach you to be patient. America teaches you, like that commercial say, it's my money and I need it now. You see? That's what it teaches you here in America, man. All right? And that leads to destruction, man. All right? Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass, because he's bringing these things to pass. All right? So this says, fret not, man. Don't worry about it, because the Lord, he going to shut them down, man. He's going to go into it, Yeah, and let's say, like I say, say these people get the chip and they don't get judged right off the spot, right? They still gonna get judged, man. The Lord got them in a trick bag, man. We gotta remember that. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil. Let's say somebody like your moms, your pops, your girl, you got kids. She take her and the kids and get the chip, and you wasn't with it. All right, don't get mad. It is what it is. You just gonna have to leave her, man. All right, you just gonna have to leave her, man. The Lord put the spirit on them to do that, so he could be justified destroying them. They're gonna come back on the other side, man. That's the mindset we gotta have going for my soul first and foremost. We can't think like mortals, like But it says, for the evildoers, which is Esau, Edom, the rest of these people that's gonna follow him, man. All right, they're gonna be cut off, man. It says, for evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, they shall inherit the earth. Because see, what you gotta understand is there's a hereafter, man. America is not the end all be all, man. America is temporal. Like it says, for the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. You can't see the kingdom of heaven, all right? But it's about to happen, and it's gonna be on the planet Earth, and it's gonna be in the galaxies, man. You're gonna control everything, literally, under Yahweh Shema Shah. All right. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be, because he's gonna be taking out of rulership. See, this whole new order they got in place is old. All right, it's old news. Who was the first heathen to try to pull it off? Nimrod, man. And what happened when he did that? The Lord tore down the Tower of Babel, and he got overthrown, man. The same thing's about to happen, man. There's nothing new under the sun. You see? The elites are just doing the same old customs that ancient kings did, heathen kings did, and got took down for. But it says the meek. Okay, let me see if I keep going. All right, it says, but the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. The wicked plieth against the just, and gnasheth upon them with his teeth. Because really, what's this whole Maxine thing about? They targeting, all right, you Israelites. This new order is really against the righteous kingdom to come. And Esau's trying to get a lot of you jakes. He's trying to get all jakes, but he can't get the elect. He's trying to get a lot of you jakes to fall with him. All right? If he can't rule, he has the mindset nobody's gonna rule. Especially not you so-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, man. As long as he has you down, he will never allow you to rule over him, man. But it's gonna happen regardless of what he thinks. But it says the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. All right, this is why they doing this. This is why they going gun on this agenda, because they see that day of them being overthrown, the day of the second coming of Yahweh by Shema Shai. All right, Yahweh Shai. All right, it's coming. All right, it's over. The wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy, and to slay such as be of an upright conversation. And they're starting with what? They try to claim they was just getting, Trump off the internet because he was spreading, insurrection amongst the people. But they really want to get us off. All right? This is just going to get to a point where they're just going to come after us, but the stand's going to be lifted. You see? See, 2/3, they don't have any hope. See? They want to, push Yahweh Shai out the equation. So what you going to rely on? Who you going to have to rely on, man? Anything outside Yahweh Shema Shai is not going to work. But it says their sword shall enter into their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. Okay? And that's what's going to have. Okay? So this whole agenda that they have is that sword, man. But what? It's going to enter into their own heart, and their bows shall be broken, man, because it's not going to go through. They shall not, it told you in Job that they shall not continue their enterprise, man. It's not going to work. It's going to fail. It's destined to fail. It's destined that they would do all this, and it's destined that it's going to fail, man. Okay? And that's just the end all be all, man. See, they about to be ashamed because they about to find out that Yahweh Shema Shah put it in their hearts to do that just so he could dupe them, all right, and to take them out of power, and what? The kingdom of heaven is going to be set up, all right? I'll probably, I'll keep going. I almost ended it off, but I'll read this a little bit and I'm going to close it out. It says, a little that a righteous man hath is better than the riches of many wicked, because once again, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth of men. All right? But the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord Yahweh Shema shall uphold the righteous. The Lord Yahweh Shema shall know the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever, man. So let's say, all right, you a martyr, you die, right? You still, when you come back, because you will be raised back up, you're going to have a new body, all right? And your works will not be forgotten, like the scriptures say. All right, everything you put in for Yahweh Shema Shah, sacrifice for Yahweh Shema Shah, you're going to get back 100-fold. All right, and then some. But it says, they shall not be ashamed in the evil time. Was we in the evil times now? In the days of famine, no food, all right, no bread, even the famine of the word. You're going to have all the information you need, all right, to be stable in these times. They shall be satisfied. But the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah, shall be as the fat of lambs. They shall consume, and to smoke shall they consume away. Just like it said, okay? And Revelations 14:9, man. 14:9 on down. How they would be tormented with fire and brimstone. See, it all links back to the same thing. It's just worded different. And it's in different books. All right? The Lord's saying the same thing over and over and over, man. You see? But this is what we got, man. This is what we got, man. We gonna have to when this thing go, all the way, we gonna have to just rely on Yahweh Shema Shah. Esau is not gonna he's not gonna win. You see? It's prophecy that he's not gonna win. You see? So that's it. Call Lord like Yahweh Shema Shah. Yahweh, right to Zah, this was edifying. Papa Kasha. Abba Papa, Abba Papa, Abba Ha Ayapi, Abba Ha Ayapi. Shalom to the elect. Shalom also to the few Akwaf that do listen and learn. Shalom. Hawad, Haya, La Yahweh Shema Shah. Shalom.